I have so much respect for Coach Freeman Jackson and her program. I'm also very proud of our ladies. I really felt that they were focused and they really wanted, but it was just a great game. We played a good team, a really good team.
I think first and foremost, Coach, Joanna went down hard in the second half. How was she, and will she be able to play
She's okay.
tomorrow?
We, throughout the season, we've been bumping and bruising and all of this, but she's a warrior, and she's okay. She's okay.
Having faced Alabama State a week ago, did you see anything different that they showed that last week than tonight?
Well, I saw something really different. Our focus was to come in here and definitely pull the rebounds down, and tonight that's what we did. I mean, we got out rebounded 50-36 when we played them last, and that's not acceptable when you're going into postseason play. The rebounds, you got to get your hands on the ball, and we came up big tonight for the rebounds.
Coach, you struggled early in the season, and it seems now late in the season, winning your last two. Is it safe to say that you're playing your best basketball at the right time?
Well, we certainly hope that we're playing our best basketball. I mean, seriously, yes, it's been a really tough season, a really demanding schedule, and that's something as a coach that I've never run away from. And I definitely, I really had feelings from our players and what we had to go through. However, a team that plays together, stays together, they're going to win. And right now, I'm really seeing some good things out of it.
How important is your tandem with Caesar and Miller?
Hey, you got a sophomore and a junior. I'm happy. I mean, to have a Joanna Miller, Sierra Caesar on my team. I mean, we got a really good players in this conference. I'm very excited about being back in the conference, and I have so much respect for the coaches in this conference. And but I'm glad that Miller and Caesar, they're on my team.
How important was it to offer one of the conference's leading rebounders to keep her at bay and keep her off the glass? Was that a focal point coming in?
When you really want to win championships, you better get your hands on the ball. And this team out-rebounded us. We split during the regular season, and we knew that we had to rebound. And our kids was focused to do that. So, and as I say, I have a lot of respect for coaching the players, and yes, she's one of the top rebounders, the top rebounder in the conference, and we have a lot of respect for her. So I'm glad that we finally tried to do a little boxing out. I don't think we did the best job boxing out, but we were able to do what we needed to do to win.
You have more of a reputation of being slashers, but tonight you shot well over 45% from behind the arc. Was this something you wanted to do to let off more three-point shots?
Well, if you've been following us, that's our best thing. I mean, we can't shoot from within the arc. But no, I mean, shots just fell for us. The team plays a really good defense against us, but, we were just blessed that our shots fell.
Joanna, prior to tonight, your previous 5 games, you averaged 24 points a game. You hit 29 tonight. Is it safe to say you're pretty comfortable in the zone right now?
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with the position my coach and my teammates are putting me in. They keep me under. Sometimes I don't feel like shooting earlier in the season, but now I feel really comfortable, being able to pull up shots, coming off screens, going in.
Sierra, you've been a steady force throughout the season, and another solid night, 17 points, 8 rebounds. Is this Sierra Caesar that we can expect from here on out?
Yes, this is Sierra Caesar. Coach always tells me to harp on rebounds and always go for rebounds as well as my points. So I'm always asking them to tell me how many rebounds I have throughout the game so I can stay up there.
Actually, she's supposed to tell me how many she was going to get tonight, but she didn't do that. So I'm just happy that she did do what we had her do. She's a good kid, good kid.
Coach, it was back and forth the first half. Was our game plan when they went to the zone to have Dayla and the hit parade with the threes? Was that part of the plan, or is this how?
Well, I mean, we just we had a good shooting night, and I'm just hoping that continues. But the game plan is just to stay as healthy as we can, and just try to do the right things. And I was just the coaches just did a great job in helping to say that we want to make sure that you know, we minimize on these turnovers, and I'm just so happy tonight because the turnover ratio is like, wow, I'm happy. This was 15 turnovers, you know. We've been turning the ball over, so we took care of the ball as much as we could, and, you know, by putting people in. I'm just thankful for the bench. They came off and did a great job. Bree Gibson, you know, she'll take a charge for us, give up a body, and, you know, I'm just happy that things worked out for us tonight.
Down the stretch of the season, talk a little about the team's cohesion and their maturation. You know, it's a tough first half of the season in non-conference play, but it seems like things are starting to click.
You know, the schedule was just so demanding, and, you know, you definitely want to keep your kids' spirit up when you go out and play some of the top teams in the country, which I've never had a problem with that. I always like for my kids to play the toughest teams. You always, you know, you do that, and then you come within your conference, and having tough teams in your conference, you know, is supposed to pay off. But, you know, we lost a lot of games, and, you know, that was tough for them, especially people who had just got to Division I. Most of these kids had never played Division I basketball. So it was really tough, but to keep their spirit up and just keep after them, just tell them, you know, everything is going to be okay. And a lot of times, you know, they were like, wow, you know, I just never wanted them to get the spirit of talking about we're going to lose. Every time I hit the court as a coach, I think I'm going to win it. I feel like I'm going to win it. I have to have people around me who feel the same way. And right now, you know, we're feeling it.
Coach, you mentioned tough matchups that you've had in the previous games that you played. Talk about the matchup you've got tomorrow.
It's a tough matchup. You know, they're the number one seed. They won the regular conference. You know, they got some players, you know, really good players, and you know we just got to be ready. And you know, no, I don't know. It's just going to be tough. We can't make the mistakes. These shots got to fall. We got to play great defense, and you know, we just got to get after them. And you know, as I say, I have respect for the coaches in this conference, and but I'm in this thing to win it. You know, and I want the players around me feeling. We all feeling the same thing, but I know it's going to be a tough game, and we're just going to take one at a time. All I want them to do is just make sure that they leave everything on the court, because, you know, once you lose, you're going home. I felt today that they didn't want to eat caf food. They want to eat hotel breakfast in the morning. So, and I told them that because we were leaving today. So, but no, really, you know, it's going to be a really good game. You know, if we are clicking, our cylinders are clicking, it's going to be tough. You know, our last matchup, first time, they beat us both times. They beat us handily at their place. We lost by 2 at ours. This is neutral court, you know. So we just want to be ready.
Coach, when you talk about leaving everything on the floor, it seems like your ball club exerted a lot of energy tonight to put Alabama State away. Will you have enough in the tank tomorrow?
You know what? We need to have enough in the tank tomorrow. And they will have enough. They're going to get their rest. You know, I know that Texas Southern's been off about a week and a half. You know, they may be just a little rusty, but they're well rested, and they are the number one team. But tomorrow, you know, it really doesn't matter who's the number one, who's seeded one. It doesn't matter to me. We're going to be ready to play.
When Alabama State made their run to try to make a comeback, you had to call the timeout. What did you tell your team in the huddle to get them settled back down? That you can actually say.
That I can actually say. Okay. No. You know, teams are going to make their run. And the thing about it, I'm saying this. That was the number 8 teams, as say, but they are better than an 8-seeded team, okay? So I'm just saying that, hey, ladies, each team is going to make their run. Don't you lose your composure. They didn't lose it, and, you know, we won the game.
Joe, you went down with an injury to your knee, but you made the shot. Were you think more about the shot or your injury?
I was a little more worried about the injury at the time. I knew I made the shot when I looked up, but the girl landed on my knee, so I was kind of worried if I could get back up or not.
Did you hear the band shout MVP?
Yes.
And I mean, hearing something like that and going to the bench, you feel at this point now that you're expected to kind of lead this team?
I feel like I have pretty much like a big shoe to wear right now, and I have to keep playing good in order for me to be MVP. So it's whoever works hard this tournament. I don't feel like this is the end. It's the first game. You know, someone else might step up, or I might just keep going, or Caesar might step up. So it's whoever can get it.
Did you feel coming in, transferring in, that you have a chance to lead this team, knowing the player that you are?
Yeah, I do. Off experience, you know, playing at another school my freshman year and everything, I feel like I can help out this team as well. And and I know how Coach Phillips plays because I played against her. So
Coach, how do you feel about her selection to newcomer of the year, her being the league's leading scorer?
Wow. I mean, you know, she's the newcomer of the year. You know, the coaches, they voted, and, you know, Joanna Miller, I know she's a player. That's all. I mean, that is what I know. And, you know, for whatever, you know, position that she's in, she's Joanna Miller. She's our player. You know, we just got to rally around her with whatever. It doesn't matter. A lot of times you would want people to get what they're due. And, but, you know, voting, it's just like voting for the President of the United States, you know? You vote, that's your vote. So I don't have a problem with it. I can voice my opinion if I would like, but I don't fall into that. You know, Joanna Miller is, she's a player and a really good person, and she's a team player. So with these 29 points or 32 points or whatever, I mean, you know, right here I'm looking, Joanna Miller had 5 assists tonight. You know, we want her to be within the team, but the team respects her, she respects them, and you know, I'm just happy she's on my team. She's my player.
Any more questions for Coach Miller Caesar? All right, thanks, Coach.
Okay.